This bad boy got me monetized. Kind of. Let me explain.
Join the fight. Join the fight. With the elite older gamer shining bright.
Hello everyone, it's your elite older gamer, the OG. And yeah, you might see some annoying adverts on the OG's videos from time to time. Now, some important disclaimers to go through what this video is about before we get into it, and how I can try and help you with everything I've learned on YouTube the last few years, or year and a bit, whatever it's been. But I've learned a lot of stuff, and I'm just doing that to share it with you, really. So we're a small channel, you know, this is not a flex. We ain't gonna make that much money, let's be real. But we continue to grow, we continue to get milestones, and I'm just sharing with you some things that I've learned along the way. Now, number one, you never hear anybody on YouTube say this, do you? Please do not subscribe if you've seen this video for the first time and you think it's kind of, you know, YouTube help, self-help channel. It is not that. Only subscribe, please, if you're into gaming and witnessing your elite older gamer play some stuff and or review stuff. But yeah, just to note, this is a one-off video. I am not by no means a YouTube guru. I will not be able to help you crack algorithms and all that. I'm just telling you what I've learned. That's it. I'm just a normal guy, okay? So don't subscribe if you want more videos like this. Just being real with you. But if you want to see me play some games, if you've never seen some, check the channel first, then you'll know what we're about. Anyway, yeah, we finally got monetized, which is quite the milestone in the YouTube world, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with everyone, really, to help you if you're a small channel like me trying to reach that goal or trying to strive to that, or sometimes it feels like it's out of reach or out of touch. And there's a number of reasons for that, and why I think I can help, and why I used the metaphor earlier of Capcom versus SNK 2, the greatest beat 'em up in the history of fighting games. Just my opinion, alright? But anything Street Fighter, check the top shelf there, by the way. Back on the gaming, that is the Street Fighter homage section. It sits in there. Anyway, so you all know the backstory. I started as No Camp Dad. I moved to the Elite Older Gamer, and there's a channel, a video on the channel, showing the rebrand and why. And in that rebrand, I decided to, I suppose, get a little bit more serious, because I just was doing things randomly for a year or so. And then all of a sudden, you check your analytics, don't you? And I checked these, and I was at like, I don't know, 2,700 watch hours, something to that equivalent at the time, approximately. And I was like, shit, wow, how did that happen? You know what I mean? I just throw stuff on there now and then, it feels like. So rebranding to the Elite Older Gamer, there was more of a structuring process. There was more of a structured in terms of gaming and streaming, or videos. Monday, Friday, 7 PM is both my video times. A mainline video will come out. So started off with that. And then, inspired by others, too many to name, but saw people streaming online. Now, I just started gaming. No camera, live streaming. And it was started with Capcom versus SNK through Capcom Fighting Collection 2. One of my favourite games ever. That's why there's a poster in the background, okay? And we've done challenge videos, and we're in a number of challenges and doing well. So you build your community anyway. I don't really call it an audience, because we're all here to do the same job, the kind of communities that I'm in. And I don't think I'm the level to do certain stuff. Like, for instance, I've met 3,000 hours, obviously, and I haven't turned on memberships. Why are you gonna? I'm not gonna charge anyone for videos. What are you talking about? I've put them on for free last 2 years, and now all of a sudden I'm gonna start charging people. Not my style. I'm not gonna do that. So I haven't turned it on, and I'm not gonna, to be honest. You have to reach a massive scale to make it, like, applicable. That's not gonna be me. Let's be real. Now, on that, I was like, started streaming. Just gameplay, remember? No camera. Capcom versus SNK. Now what happened was, over a period of a week, I streamed about 3 or 4 times, okay? And I got up to rank 20 on Capcom versus SNK 2, Xbox World. So I'm sitting there at rank 20. I'm decent at the time. I'm okay now, but I stopped playing it for the stuff. I was better back then. You know what it's like. You're in the groove, you're in the zone. whatever. And I was playing the number 3, right? And although I was getting predominantly washed, this was a ridiculous battle of high technical, ability. And that's not being egotistical, because I got my ass whooped for the majority of it, but it just was. Every fight was close. The chat started blowing up. I must have streamed for 3 hours. Me and this number 3 went toe to toe for I think 2 hours straight, honestly. And this chat started, what? I'm busy, man. This chat started blowing up. This is amazing. Like old school. How long you played this? And great to see Mirror. And it was just great. I was like, what's going on? I've got to learn how to control the chat and play this guy who's absolutely wiping me and try and compete with him. Anyway, it was what it was, but it was a lot of fun. The next day after that, breaking down those analytics, I looked at this video. Now, bearing in mind, I'd been streaming for about 3 hours, and I can't remember the exact number, so I can't flash nothing on the screen. And it's too far in my history now to find the exact one. I'd be trawling for an hour just for one screenshot. So yeah, it was like 60, 70 hours. And I was like, what? Off one stream? Anyway, obviously, not every stream was like that. I did it again the next night. No, it wasn't, right? No, it wasn't like that. If they're all like that, I'd tell you they were like that. However, let's just take easy maths, okay? Easy maths.
2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3, quick maths.
You are doing a 2-hour stream, and you're just playing the gameplay anyway. You don't necessarily have to be on camera, although I'll come on to that. And you're playing, now let's be real, if you just put Fortnite on, unless you're an absolute demon world level, no one's going to watch. There's 1,000 YouTubers, there's 1,000 streamers playing Fortnite right now, okay? And they're all much better than you are, and they're much better than I am, and they're on camera with a ridiculous godlike setup. No, pick some games that are quite niche, for me, like the retro gaming community, okay? Things that people don't see every so often, like, oh shit, I remember that. Mortal Kombat 1, I remember that, wow. Anyway, play these games. Now, even if you stream for 2 hours, right, easy maths, and you get 10 people watching, just 10. Now, it's a reach to get 10 people for 2 hours when you first start, okay? It is. But then you can try to build up an audience, but or that community I was on about. That's 20 hours, right? So that's a long-winded way of saying live streaming counts towards your watch hours. It is not just the videos. Live streaming counts towards your 3,000 and 4,000 equivalent. Now, what I've also noticed is what you need to do is kind of strive. If you might be over this, but if you're not over this hurdle, get to the 3,000. Just focus on that. Now, the reason is because you enter the YouTube partner program at the 3,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers rate. Once you've got those 2 milestones out of the way, you get onto it then. And what I noticed is that it does add a level, it feels like, to your channel of your stuff gets pushed a bit more. I just felt the views started to increase from when that happened. I might be wrong. I'm just a normal guy. Do you know what I mean? I don't work for YouTube. I'm not affiliated or know anyone to do with YouTube. I'm just telling you what I found. Little things. Like if my lad's, obviously, he's subscribed now, but if he typed in Elite Older Gamer, you wouldn't get anything for the first few months when I rebranded. But now you type in Elite Old without finishing the word, it'll come up one on the top of the searches, so it's easier to find all of a sudden. Also, other tips along the way. I started learning stuff that was more beneficial to try and help with the watch hours. Don't upload videos and just drop them the next day. And I know this sounds weird, but I have videos planned sometimes weeks in advance. Weeks, minimum 24 to 48 hours. And I just leave them sitting as unlisted. I finish all my stuff, I finish all my editing, I upload it. I don't schedule it, I leave it as unlisted. And then the day before I want it to drop, like a Monday or Friday, I just change it to schedule it to the Monday or Friday. This makes a great difference in the things like the scripts listed. You're getting it ready. The algorithm really does pick it up more, I've found, and say, I know where that video needs to go now to people who want to watch it, because you've gave me more time to look around the internet, in real simple terms, around YouTube, as in this is like the algorithm talking. You gave me more time to look where it needs to go, because if you don't do that, I'll just ping it to anywhere, and that anywhere person will go, I'm not even into gaming, why are you sending me this? and they'll click past it. Give it like 48 hours plus, they tend to go, yeah, I'm interested in that, I'll have a look. Just something I've found out, doing it more professional. Little things, you know, descriptions. I'll just get ChatGPT to knock mine up. Simple as that. I'll give them a brief description of the video. Make me a description, will ya? That's it. Saves me a job. These are little tricks that I've learned. Thumbnails do mean a lot. They obviously do. Let's be real. You know, and that's where I've tried to build a model with, as I said, my own live streaming icon clearly is on my thumbnails when it's a live stream video, because most people want to watch them when they're live and contribute and not after the fact. So you're always going to see larger views on my main videos and lower on my live streams. That's the way it should be. But I've differentiated between the two, so you don't get confused. You're like, what the fuck is this channel all about? You know, a load of it's live streaming. There is bulk videos, normal, Monday, Friday. And those are really basic tricks that help me reach that goal. And where is it going to lead to? Look, I'm just going to keep grinding. I'm really enjoyed it since I've come in. And as I've said before in the Elite Older Gamer rebrand video, the communities that I'm in, the people that I've met, you know, some in person as well, as you know from the channel, it's been great. You know, met some great people, like-minded people like me. And this was never my intention when I started. It was just to prove that I'm decent at games now and then. That was it. Right. It was all it was to say to my son, the older one, the elite younger gamer, hey, your dad's all right at games. Didn't you know that he was a beast back in the day at certain games? He didn't believe me. I used this channel to prove my point. But anyway, as we went on, yeah, it started gaining traction, and I started getting more knee deep in the weeds with this YouTube stuff and thinking, no, anybody can achieve this. Anybody can achieve it. Go and look at my first videos. They're god awful. I got a £5 webcam when I started. I got a £10 mic. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got no structure, no editing. But you know what? I don't care. It was great fun learning as I've gone, and I've learned about the values of production. Go back and see them. I got a blank wall behind me. I was just a normal guy with a microphone and not a very expensive setup. And I just, you know, just gone for it and thought, the more I've gone into it, I've gone, I can do this, and you can do it as well. This ain't no cheese, you know, positive talk, gimmick chat. This is real. You can do it as well. Use the live streaming option. It's immense. But find your niche, find what you're comfortable at, and then eventually, especially in the live streaming world, if you want to, I've moved to camera now. That was a challenge at the start. I got to juggle a chat. I got to juggle a live chat, play the games, try and play to a level that doesn't embarrass yourself. But you know what? As an old gamer, I've found it mass support. I'm playing Street Fighter 6 currently, going through the ranks massively because we're decent at Street Fighter 6. Are we a master rank? Hell no. But we're learning the game and going well. And there's people who tune in who are much higher ranked than me, probably older or probably a lot younger, giving mass support, giving tips in the chat. I'm a master rank, do this. It's amazing the support you get. You obviously, you know, depending on your personality, you might get the odd bit of heat. I get the odd comment now and then. That's where on bigger videos where you're like, bro, what? What are you having to go at me for? You're not that kind of personality. But whatever, I just don't care. I'm just like, all right, some people ain't gonna like you. But live streaming especially, you'll get support. If you think you won't, I've experienced so many guys in the Street Fighter 6 chat giving props who are much better than me at the game and could absolutely wipe the floor with me. But they come in giving you tips because they're like, props to this guy streaming and playing well. He's actually decent and we're going to help him get better. Amazing that is. You know, I love it. So my main bulk of streaming at the moment is going to be Street Fighter 6. By the way, that fucking game is incredible. By the way, how good is that? Anyway, we're going to have to tack this. The video's been long enough. I've been boring you long enough. Listen, just finish it with this. Keep going. All right, it's possible. Trust me, it's possible. Remember, no cheese, no cliche. I came from a £5 webcam, a shit background, a £10 mic, and a god-awful PC and phone. Right? And just kept pushing and grinding and believing. It can happen. Keep going. I know that was a bit all over the place, and I know that was a kind of podcast vlog where I'm firing loads of stuff at you, but it's basically just to say, look, we've achieved a big goal, a big milestone. Going to continue to keep growing, going to keep pushing forwards and keep continuing to really do amazing things on this channel. I hope. And it wouldn't be possible without all you dudes. So monetization, whether I make £2 a month or £3 a month or fucking nothing, it doesn't matter. You know what? It was possible to get 10p a month because of you dudes, and it's so much appreciated. You wouldn't believe. You know, I don't have any money. I'd have a major PC. If I could afford it, I would. I haven't got the money to go and buy a major PC. That's why I do all these hacks. That's why the channel's so based around Xbox. And like, how can I do things on the cheap? Because I can't afford to go out and buy a mega PC and stuff, you know? That's why I've never owned one. I haven't got the money. So this has been a massive positive experience for me. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to continue to learn, by the way, because I like developing and stuff. I like having certain skills, and I feel like we've developed a lot of skills on YouTube. I might do another one-off video in depth of all the stuff that I do, because there's a lot of shit I do to a video before I put it online. There's a lot that I do. I don't just do the video and put it on. File names a lot on my phone before I do videos. There's lots I do to try and help, because guess what, if I can get 0.5 to 1% advantage, I'm going to use it. Tags, descriptions, everything. Playlists a lot. Videos you see at the end, shorts linking into large videos. There's things I do. If you ever want to see a video like that, then just comment and let me know, and I'll do it. But again, to close, this is a gaming channel. Please, if you want to see some elite older gaming, that's what we're really here for. Ignore the daft adverts you see now and again, and remember to click skip on them, because they'll be annoying. Unless you want to throw your boy an extra 10p, then you can leave the advert on, all right? Anyway, it's enough for this one. Thanks everyone, really appreciate the support more than you would ever know, okay? Just because all I want to do to my kids' eyes is be a bit of a hero and a bit of a cool dad. And that is why I came here in the first place. Thanks everyone, take care, bye bye.